everyone! I know it's been a while since I filmed the video. I could make up all these excuses about how busy I've been and all this and all that, but really, I just watch Criminal Minds on Netflix constantly. Like, I've put off reading to watch Criminal Minds, to the point, like, I've been reading my favourite book I bought this month, I'll show you in a second, and I only finished it today, even though I got it like 3 weeks ago, because I wanted to watch Criminal Minds. So, this is my October book haul. And I'm going to start with my favourite book. Which is, if you can't guess, Did I Mention I Need You by Estelle Mascom. Second book in the Dimly series. And it's taken me until today to finish it because my emotions are still raw from Dimly, and I just couldn't cope with knowing how intense and sad and heart-wrenching this would probably end up being. Which it was. I'm in a little bit of a mess right now. I'm keeping it together. Okay. And to make it worse, I have 2 copies to just sit and stare at me on the shelves while I wait for Diminy. It's a really hard one. So yeah, I got Diminy and I loved it. I don't want to say too much about it because it's a sequel. Well, a second book in a trilogy. I don't know what you still call that a sequel. But yeah. Just read this series, please. I can't. Eden really pissed me off in this book though. Like, seriously, I've been sitting reading it and I just, at one point I actually put the book down. I was just like, I can't deal with that. Diminy, I love it. I only received 1 book for my birthday this year, and that is Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas. I'm sure it's Maas. I know yous all, people were calling her something else and it changed something else. I don't know. I'm late on the bandwagon to this series because I don't know, I always say I'm not a fantasy fan, and then I read a lot of fantasy, so I know I will enjoy this, especially from how Courtney's talking about it. Courtney loves it, and she's never been wrong before. I wasn't at all wanting to read The Mortal Instruments. She loaned me the first 3, and I'm dying to get through some of my other books that I really need to read so I can continue with Throne of Glass. But, I don't know, I've just never really been that fussed by Sarah J Maas's books. Everyone goes on about them and I'm just kind of okay, whatever, but now I have it, I'm you know what? I think I'm really going to like this. So yeah, I received Throne of Glass. You all know what this is about. There's not much point in me giving you a synopsis because, to be fair, I don't actually know anything about it. This month was also the month that I utilised my work's proof stack. So that's what I'm going to call it. There's basically just big stacks of books that publishers have sent us. They're like, hey, you guys are booksellers. Read our books and review them before they come out. And, there's only 7 of us. And there's 700 books there. And we can't get through them all. So basically what happens is they get sent, my manager looks at them, goes, I'll take that, or I don't want that. And if he doesn't, they just go in the pile. And I never understood how it worked because I was under the impression we had to ask and then sign something. Apparently that's what you used to do, whereas now you just take them. So one day as I was leaving, my colleague was like, run up and look quickly, but I want to leave now, so you've got 2 minutes. So I just kind of rushed through and grabbed 6 of them. I didn't even read synopsis, I just grabbed them. First one that I picked up was one that's actually a book that I've been dying to read and I've been wanting to buy it for ages, just haven't bought it yet. And that's The Next Together by, oh my gosh, it's not there. The Next Together by Laura and James. Proof copies with no titles and authors on the front. Basically this book is about a girl and a boy and something about them, they meet and then they die and then they're born again, then meet again. I don't really know. Basically they're just born again and again and their presence changes history and they fall hopelessly in love but they're tragically separated. But I think they know this, they meet each other oh, it's you again sort of thing. But I've been so interested in this book and dying to read it for so long, and when I saw it sitting there I was just fine, have to have it. So I now have it. I kind of went a bit mad and picked up books that I'm not even sure I'm going to read soon, so I might take them back and put them back on the pile. But I picked up The Killing Season and The Samaritan by Mason Cross. This one was one of our book of the month sort of titles, and it, as far as I've heard, it's meant to be really, really good. My colleagues all seem to enjoy it, the ones that read it. And then obviously this is the second one, so I'll give these a bash, I think, at some point, along with my 200 books that are all sitting out. I then picked up a kids book, which is Stonebird by Mike Revel. or Revell or something. They had this in paperback, but I saw the hardback and I was like, it's worth more. Not that I'm going to sell them. It's like about a boy, he's 11, and I think he ends up feeling lonely or something, and then this gargoyle like comes to life or something like that. But I don't know, it just sounds like a really nice little kid's story, one that I probably would have loved when I was younger. So yeah, I picked that up. I picked the next one up partly for the cover and partly because it's got the word tiger in the title and I love tigers. And that's Tiger Milk by Stephanie De Velasco. And it's about two 14-year-old girls who, as it says in the back, are on the loose during a long hot summer in Berlin. Tiger Milk is the name of their like homemade cocktail. And I don't know, it sounded, well, I don't know, I picked it up because of the cover. But, you know, upon reading a little bit further, it seems like it'll be fairly enjoyable, and it looks quite short, but it's like just over 200 pages, so that'll take like an hour and 2 hours to read. And the next one, I'm calling this a cover grab, even though it's not got a cover. It's a proof from Orchard Books of This Raging Light by Estelle Laure. It comes out in January 2016, but the cover is just like people's reviews, but it's like, I don't know if the lighting's going to show you or not, but it's like pink and orange and purple, and I just really like it. Now, I did look up this actual synopsis for this, and I can't remember anything about it, but I'll get back to you on that one. These next books are the ones that I've bought and I am super excited about, like you have no idea. The first book I grabbed was Unbecoming by Jenny Downham, which is, when I find the page, signed. Now, if you saw my other video, you know that David Fickling Books sent me a galley of this, and I absolutely adored that book. It was amazing, and I am obsessed with this cover. I'm not obsessed with the £2 off sticker on it, that, however, of course it's left a mark. I absolutely love this book. I honestly, like, I know a lot of people don't like hardbacks, partly because they're more expensive and partly because they're bigger, but it's worth it. I haven't really been watching very many booktube videos lately. I don't know what it is, I've just not been into it as such. I think because I get a little bit sad that all these people are reading a lot more than I am, and I'm just like, hey, I read one book last month. But I vaguely remember hearing about this book, and when I was in work I walked past our hardback teen books table, and I just fell in love and I had to buy it. And that is 1,000 Nights by E.K. Johnston, or Johnston. Now, can we just take a moment? Macmillan have absolutely like won best cover of 2015, honestly. Right, I mean, for a start, can we just appreciate like the sort of ombre effect sort of going on here? It's like darker purple and gets lighter. I'm obsessed with the sort of minty tealy colour with purple. My room is actually that, you can kind of see a little corner of it, there. And I just love how these look together, like I love it. And then you've got like the little sort of like, it's like a feather, I love feathers, and then you've got the little face and the like, just I like that sort of font, and I love how the O is mixed in. Ugh. The spine. Look at that. I'm sorry, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Like, just like the way there that like the purple integrates with the inside, and then like the most amazing thing. Like, I can't, like if I open it up, I'm not obviously going to stretch it all the way out, but it goes all the way front to back. Like the inside, everything about this book is beautiful. And apparently the story is amazing as well, so like, and I don't know, like the fact that it's on like pure white paper, and it just, oh man, I can't. I'm actually having a bit of a moment. This book is beautiful, and everyone should have it just to look at. That's all I have to say. I spent one of my shifts at work through the back stickering up all our embargoed books, which are books that aren't, they're books that aren't published until like later on. So like if it's the 10th of October, the book might not be published until like the 20th or the 11th, you know, anything ahead of that time. And we have a deal with the publisher that we will not sell it until that date. Some books don't have that. Some books are on the shelves like weeks before they're actually published, but you know, not important. And I was stickering up this book and I started to read it, And I was like, I want to read this now, but I couldn't buy it because I had to wait till the next day because it was embargoed. And that was Binge by Tyler Oakley. I love Tyler, he makes me laugh, he makes me so happy. If I'm having a crap day, I just sit and watch his videos. Oh, bless you, Theo. You good? I'm super excited to keep reading on with this. I'm not the biggest non-fiction fan, or like a biography fan either, but I don't know, just Tyler's got some funny stories. I'm just looking forward to like funny stories in this and just learning more about Tyler as a person rather than just, you know, the persona on YouTube. On the subject of YouTubers, I also picked up the exclusive Waterstones edition of All I Know Now by Carrie Hope Fletcher. Now, I love musical theatre. I've seen Les Mis in the West End 4 times, and at least twice I've saw Carrie, possibly 3 times, but I think twice. I'm having this debate in my head. I saw Samantha Barks, I saw Carrie in October, I saw her in it last October, and I don't know if I saw her the time before because I can't remember when that was, but regardless, I love Carrie's Eponine. I've just recently started watching her videos on YouTube. I've actually got like about 200 of them in my watch later like playlist on YouTube. So like if I'm having a bit of a crap day or if it's just, you know, before bed, I just sit and watch her stuff. One of my friends really doesn't like her, and I can't remember why. It was just like, I think she was, you know, I don't even know. I just remember there was a big like Twitter argument between Carrie and my friend, and my friend was like, don't like her, you shouldn't like her, but you know what, I like her and I want to read her book. Now, possibly the like most exciting thing ever, like ever, on the topic of musicals. Wicked is probably my all-time favourite. Now, this doesn't make me a fake musical theatre fan. Everyone goes on about this. Wicked's your favourite musical, you're not a real fan. No, I really like Wicked for many reasons. I have seen a lot of other shows. Ghost is also one of my favourites, but Wicked is just tips everything to the top. It makes me happy. Now, actually, we'll start here. Just move my little origami book dragon, which I actually made from Carrie Fletcher's YouTube video tutorial. Theo, stop sneezing! I love Wicked, which was inspired by the book written by Gregory Maguire, which I'm only 90 pages into. And when I was in London, I went to Piccadilly, Waterstones obviously, and I picked up the entire rest of the Wicked Years collection. Son of a Witch, A Lion Among Men, and Out of Oz. I'm kind of annoyed because Out of Oz, being the newest one, is like this matte, the same as Wicked is, and the second and third are shiny, but you know, I will deal with it. Now that I've finished Diminy, I'm going to finish reading Wicked and the rest of the Wicked Years. And then, After Alice by Gregory Maguire. This is brand new out. I'm obsessed with the cover. It's meant to be like the Cheshire Cat. I think it's amazing. It's a gorgeous cover. Even the back is gorgeous. It's basically, this book does for Alice in Wonderland what Wicked done for Wizard of Oz. It's set after Alice. And I'm just super excited to get into this. I've already decided after 90 pages that Gregory Maguire is like my favourite author. My plan is to collect like all of his books, although a lot of them you can't get on with like aren't on Waterstones.com, so I think they're probably out of print, so I'm going to have to do some scouring. But I'm so excited about this, and so those are all the books that I bought or taken / or been given in October. I really need to, I've set myself a goal. I'm not buying any books until December, and that's like my December pay, so I'm not buying anything until the 20th of December, which is about 2 months. Not any books, apart from gifts. Like, I'll buy gifts but none for me. I have too many books waiting to be read. I sit and look at them and I feel really bad that they have all these amazing stories that I don't know yet because I haven't read them because I'm lazy and sit and watch Criminal Minds instead of reading. I've watched 1 episode of Criminal Minds today and I read the rest of the time. I'm going to turn this off, I'm going to edit it, and then I'm going to read. That's my plan. No more buying books. It's not going to happen. I'll buy more. I also need to organise this bookcase. It's just nope. So yeah, I'll hopefully be posting more videos in November. I just try and post as and when I can and when I feel like I've got content that I want to share. I will see you guys in November. Bye!